Damian Bartonic on behalf of Fox West Texas and the official host of MMA Monday, the only MMA show in San Angelo. Look, today's not a Monday, it's a Tuesday, but guess what? When you got greatness in the building, when you got greatness over Zoom, you gotta make adjustments, and that's why I got my boy Jorge Gamebred Masvidal, my brother. Hey, man, tell me how good it is living out there, man. How's life going, baby?
Great, my brother. Everything's going great. I had a boxing match that didn't go my way. I felt I got robbed in California, 3 California judges, a fight against the California, so it didn't go my way, but whatever, I ain't tripping. Beat his ass, so from start to finish. Now I got my show coming up November 15th, Gamebred Bare Knuckle. I got 16 UFC veterans that are gonna be on this card, laying it all on the line, going to fucking war, no gloves. So they're gonna be beating the crap out of each other. And that's the next thing that I'm on, is promoting these fights, because that's 70% of the year, 80% of the year. That's what I'm doing, is just promoting these fights and these great fighters.
Bro, you're doing your thing out there, man. It's been pretty dope to see. The last Gamebred card, I remember that when we last spoke, it was a badass card. I think it was Alan Belcher, if I'm not mistaken, and Roy Nelson, if I'm not mistaken. Which, bro, that the no gloves is just crazy, dog. I love it personally. I wanted to ask something I saw on your Wikipedia. Can you tell me a little bit about the Young Tigers? What was that? I don't remember that. Is that accurate on your Wikipedia? It says like you were part of that group or something like that.
Young Tigers Foundation was a gym started by Eric El Tigre Castaños, and his nickname was the Tiger, so the foundation was the Tigers Foundation. And basically, he helped like a lot of kids. Like, if if you could afford to pay what he was charging a month, or completely free, they took very good care of you. It was pretty damn cool. I trained there maybe since like 16 to like no, my bad. Since 15 to like 24, 25, a good 8 years under his tutelage, and other great coaches. And I met my full-time coach there as well, Paulino Hernandez. That's where I met him, and since we met, we clicked and jumped on this journey together, and we've been best friends and student and pupil since. But this place was great. A lot of good talent came out of there. Joel Romero came out of there. Alexis Villa, which was a wrestling world champion. And then he got into MMA. He's very famous for knocking out Joe Warren over in Bellator. Joel was a staple, man. His first, I want to say 10 fights were out of that gym, When he was in that big streak of being like 6-0, he was out of that gym. So a lot of good talent came in from there, and it was impressive to see. We had a lot of Cubans that would defect in the boxing side, and I mean, I'd get to spar and work out with Olympic gold, bronze, silver medalists, world champions, all these great Cuban athletes that, were a hop and a skip away. And they came over to Miami, and one thing to another led them into this gym. So the sparring, the atmosphere, the intensity in this gym was like no other. And another thing, it was on the second floor of this very old school style plaza. So no AC, and the heat rises. So it was like, still could be one of the hottest places I've ever trained. It's just pure madness. You're sweating on average of like 6 to 7 pounds per hour because it's so fucking hot, bro. Everybody's melting in there.
Bro, I was looking at, because I was trying to see anything from like you speaking about it, and the only article I saw was from like the Miami Sun Sentinel or something like that, in like 2009 or 2013, and literally I haven't seen you speak about that ever. So I was like, what is this? I've never ever heard you mention that before.
Yeah, definitely trained there. So when I was at American Top Team, I was doing my striking, a lot of my striking at Young Tigers Foundation, just straight striking with Paulino Hernandez. And then eventually me and him just started our own thing, and I stayed with American Top Team. I stayed grappling there, doing all the MMA stuff, and my striking with Paulino Hernandez. But yeah, this gym's a long-term staple of the team.
Bro, that's super dope. I'm glad. Hey, look, I never knew you could open up like that about something like that, bro. That was pretty dope, man. I got a couple more for you I want to ask, man. I know that recent fight against Nate. Personally, bro, I don't know how they scored it for Nate. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. With that said, though, man, confidence-wise, it seems like that didn't really give you much of a hit, man. If anything, it kind of fueled you, because now you're talking about, hey, maybe you want to come back to the UFC, maybe you want to fight MMA, maybe boxing. That it's like the Jorge from that I remember speaking to last was really focused on boxing. Now it's like, hey, man, I'm back. I'm a fighter at the end of the day. It seems like that really kind of reinvigorated you. What kind of happened?
Boxing is definitely some of the funniest shit I've done in my life, but there's nothing funner than MMA. MMA is like top dog, the funnest thing in my life. I enjoyed all the boxing. I was down to do some more matches, but things have been slowing up. It's gonna take too a while. So I'm in great shape still from that boxing camp. So I'd rather just fight, get to a fight.
And so you
Just
think? Oh, go ahead.
just be able to use all my tools as many times as I was getting ready in the boxing camp. And it was, the fight got extended numerous times. It got like maybe I want to say 3 times it got pushed back from April, May, June to finally July 6th, So in that time, a lot of times I was just missing MMA. I was missing a grappling class or just, being able to throw elbows and knees. So I love the boxing. Striking is my favorite, but there's nothing cooler than MMA in the world.
Yeah, it seems like you're. I mean, you never did not love the sport, but you definitely, whenever you retired, I remember you said, "Hey, man, your favorite quarterback, doesn't have that rifle and this, that, and the third." But now it seems like you're just reinvigorated. It's just like I see it in your face, bro. It seems like you're ready, dog. You're ready to come back.
Well, I'm
But there
coming
is
back
one
hard,
thing.
buddy.
Yeah, there is one thing. You said you wouldn't mind fighting, a Leon Edwards. Jorge, I want to be honest, bro. I want to see you fight Conor. That's the fight I want to see.
I
That's
would
the
love
fight.
to fight Connor, but Connor don't want to fight me, man. Every time my name gets brought up, he's not too excited for that name. I'm bigger than him naturally. I hit hard. I'm a bad solid for him. Especially for his brand, his brass. I'm gonna keep it standing. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna walk away like nothing happened, like just another dead body to the pile. And it's not going to be good for their brand. So they know putting up with me it's rather dangerous. I got a lot of good size on this guy. It's not a good move for him. That's why he never mentions my names in the interview and stuff like that. And I don't mind that. I don't care. But if you're talking about the two biggest pay-per-view drawing guys right now in the sport that are now active, it's me and him. So it's a no-brainer.
Oh, dude, that's why whenever I heard you talking about Leon, I was like, nah. When I have Jorge on, we're gonna talk about this because that's the fight I want to see. I love
Connor won't fight me though. Connor won't fight me.
bro. That's the thing. I love the upbringing of Conor. I love his story. I love everything about him, and I love you as a fighter. That for me, when we're talking about fun fights, dog, there's nothing more
Well,
fun.
I, I want that fight bad. Just because at one point Connor's striking was very sharp, and I wanted to always fight the best strikers, the best grapplers, the best MMA guys. So I would have loved to get in there with him and teach him a lesson. But I don't think that dude's getting in there with me, man, if I'm being honest with you. Be the biggest pay-per-view sell in UFC history. That's the thing. It's like UFC kind of wants this fight, so it hasn't happened not because of mine. I'm more than ready to take this guy on.
Now I want to ask a couple more, man, and then I'll get out of your hair. I know right now you're kind of in this intermediate period where you don't have a fight at least signed that we know of yet. You just had the boxing fight not too long ago. So now, what is the training like? It seems like you are getting ready to get back into MMA, and we should see you in the octagon hopefully soon. What is your training like? What is your overall? What is the lifestyle like? If you are going to make that transition back to MMA.
Just training. I usually get up in the morning. I'll do like a little workout in the morning, and I come back home, take my kids to school, get a little something in my system probably, and then take off to American Top Team. It's an hour away, and I'll have another practice. Today we did MMA. I drilled with Johnny Evelyn, Bellator champion. We drilled like maybe 30 minutes, working on some positions for his upcoming fight and things like that. And then after that, I went 5 rounds with Conan Silveira. We fight over at the PFL at 205. So it was a good workout. I mean, he's a strong big boy. It was a great workout. So I just try to keep my body in shape, especially right now, more wrestling, conditioning, and jiu-jitsu, because I had been doing boxing for so long. A lot of the second nature or the muscle endurance first, specifically wrestling and jiu-jitsu, has gone down a little bit. So I've just been tweaking it up, wrestling twice a day, getting as much as I can in.
Yeah, man. I'm ready.
Slam somebody in their motherfucking neck, bro. That's the only reason why,
Hey,
or stop them from slamming me.
hey, you've been talking about slamming people and do this. I want to see you do it. I want to see you take someone down, bro. I think you got it in the bag, bro.
Yeah, no, and I got a couple knockouts from takedowns. I've put guys on their head and knocked them out. So I got a good one, man. You get somebody in there and dump them on their head.
My last one for you, man. As we get ready, like I said, man, it seems like you're getting ready to head back into the cage. I know everyone's asking when are we going to see you? When are we going to see you? I want to know realistically in your mind when I say, hey, Jorge, when's the next time we're going to see you in the cage? What's the first thing? Is there a date? Is there an opponent? What does that look like?
March in Miami, selling this bitch out. You know, UFC, let's fucking go. I heard they're coming back in March. It'd be a no-brainer to put me on there. Let's sell this bitch out. Me against Leon Edwards. Case closed.
Hey, that's a pretty good selling point, big dog. I can't even be mad at that. That'd be a great fight. And like I said, man, I appreciate you taking the time, man. I know you got a lot of things going on.
Hey, I'm gonna send you a copy of my book signed, my brother. And when you
Hey,
read it, tell all your fans, tell all your people. The word is out, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't forget about that. Don't forget about. I want my signed copy now.
I got you. I
All
promise.
right.
I got you, my brother.
Hey man, if there's anything you'd like to let the fans know, bro, I'll let you have the floor, man. Anything you'd like to say to them, feel free, my friend.
First and foremost, I want to thank Jesus Christ always at every up, every down, every everything. Thank you, Lord, for this moment. And I'm gonna kill somebody pretty soon. I know it doesn't sound too good back to back, but once I get into that cage, I'm gonna hurt somebody, you know, in the most professional of ways. But I can't wait to get back in there and just rage, my brother. Just fucking let it go.
Hey man, I appreciate your time again, my friend. This was dope.
Bless, hit me up whenever you got my number now, brother.
I got you. Have a good one, my friend.
Take care, brother.